Sorry guys, just getting kind of set up there. Hey, what's up, Chris? Hello guys. Get some stuff moved out. Yep, there are definitely some new crops, along with some other things. Hang on guys, it'll be just a minute. Yeah, this is definitely UMRV. Basically, I'm just gonna get things set up, and then I'm playing with Seasons mod right now, so we're gonna have to plow the fields and everything, but we're getting there. Yeah, a lot of the mods that you guys are going to see right now are not public released or anything. These are the ones that I kind of play the game with on my own. Oops, sharing over Fido. It's amazing what some mods can do to your FPS. That was getting crazy. Usually that works. Trying to figure out why it's not. Yeah, the map is half on Iowa, half on Wisconsin. Yep, I live in west central Iowa, just west of Des Moines. Alright, we're going to see how we're going to... trying to figure out which field to do. We'll go ahead and do this one first, real quick. It's actually the first time I've used this, so there we go. Hey, as long as you like the Hawkeyes, man, we're all good. Doesn't matter what state you live in. And thanks, Carolina. We definitely doing some work to it, but glad everybody's loving it. Hopefully my internet's okay for you guys. For some reason it's been kind of acting slow lately. I've thought about releasing a map with with less trees. I just want to make sure that we get it done first. So those are kind of working. We'll see. So right now I'm just testing, guys. Like, this is literally the first time I've gone in game on this new version, just making sure things are working. So there may be certain things that aren't working, and there may be things that are. Just so you know. Yeah, there's definitely some big fields. Come on, let's lower back down here. Hey Nomad, how's it going, man? I am actually trying a different mod right now. That's a different AI mod. As you can see there on the bottom, this is AI vehicle extension. I'm not actually steering the tractor at all. This is all steering on its own for me. I'm just making sure it works, because we have so many problems with the AI on this map because the fields are different shapes. So I just wanted to make sure that it's actually going to work. Hey Robert, what did you mean by the cows? Robert, that was actually an accident. We didn't mean for them to appear there. We had forgot that we had left a nav mesh over there, and we kind of discovered that Giants allows you to put multiple nav meshes down on 17. So we were going to take it out, and then we kind of liked the idea of having some moving animals over there, and just made it more realistic, so we kept them. Alright, what am I looking for here? Hey Jack, the buy field option is going to be coming to the next version, so you won't have to you won't own all the fields anymore. Yep. AI vehicle extension still doesn't like these really narrow field edges, so what I've kind of figured out is as long as you do a headland and just go around it, it's actually going to work. Hopefully I move my reset points. I guess we will see. What else is here? There we go. Joe the Farmer Boss, if you're having FPS around 10, there's some problems on your end, not on my end, because I'm not getting anywhere near that. Neither is anybody else that's testing it. And a lot of guys don't have the greatest computers. They're getting at least 40, 45, 50. So if you're getting 10 FPS, there's some problems. Yeah, Hayden, that's kind of what I'm saying to Joe as well. I'm not trying to be rude or anything, man, but my computer is, I'm running a 960 GTX, I think, whatever, and, I have nowhere near 10 FPS, so if you have 10 FPS, it's going to be a mod, or there's something going on with your computer, buddy. Tracy, there are some texture issues with those trees. They're going to be taken out and fixed. So, and so is the church. The church is also going to be fixed. All right, sorry guys. I was just kind of reading messages, getting caught up there. And let's see where I did my reset points. I hope they're not still way far away. And they are. Well, that sucks. I'm going to be driving this thing a long ways. Alex, you can actually hit F2 in game and it'll show you how much FPS you're getting. Oh, there, this cloud does not like to stay behind this thing. So again, guys, anybody that's joining, I'm actually just testing the map, some of the changes, making sure things are working. As you can see, Seasons mod is in right now. I'm running the version 1.1, just making sure everything's working with the new changes that we've done. And I forgot to reset my reset points. I still have them up here by the sawmill, so I have to drive all the way back to the farm. Hey Trevor, this next map version, I don't know if it's going to be version 3 yet, but there definitely will be another version coming out here in the next couple days that has a lot of these fixes. So the fixes that we're kind of talking about right now on the stream and on the Facebook page, the ones that I asked you guys to list out there, I'm going to be going through those in the next couple days and getting all the errors fixed. So be looking for this next version here in the next couple days, but it probably won't be version 3 yet. It'll be like version 2.1, so it'll be lacking some of the version 3 stuff. It's just going to take us some time to put it in. I really wanted to give you guys a chance to play this map as it was being built, and that's why I keep releasing these betas. I'm actually doing it against a lot of advice from people, because some people are saying don't release your beta, there'll be too much criticism, people will be talking badly about the map. But I'm one of those people that I enjoy playing on the map in its current state, and if other people will, then why not let them play it and actually get to test it out for me and enjoy it. And as long as they understand that there's going to be some errors and there's going to be some things that need to be fixed, but as long as they're cool with that, then I'd rather have it out there for people to enjoy. Hey, Jack, the field boundary issues, that's because field dimensions aren't set up yet. And that's actually going to be coming in version 3. So if you guys use like Bank of Hagenstad mod, it's going to make your map all screwed up. You're going to have fields all over the place. So for the time being, the fix is just don't use Bank of Hagenstad, and the downfall is you own all the fields. In version 3, you will actually own all the fields. Or I mean, sorry, you won't own all the fields. You'll have to buy them. Christopher Hoover, thanks, man. Hopefully we can get it out soon. Trevor, I'm sorry, man. The version 2, I actually released a fix to it, and the fix was causing more problems than good. So we decided to pull it, just so I didn't have a bunch of people messaging me saying, hey, what's wrong with this and what's wrong with that. So there'll be one coming out here shortly. WP, yeah, thanks, man. It definitely, field dimensions, especially on a map like this, it just takes some time, and that's why it hasn't been done yet. So it's definitely going to be in the final version, but we need some time to get it set up. Hey Joe, my graphics card and everything is actually listed right there below my stream. That's the current computer that I'm on right now. So it's a GTX 960, which is not the greatest, and I'm getting plenty of FPS to play the game how I want to play it. It's not perfect. There's places where I don't get a full 60, but to be honest, as long as it's playable for me, I'm okay with it. Usually about, in the 40s, I'm good. That's fine with me. Some people won't like it, but it's a big map. It's got a lot of objects. I can't change that. Hey Jim, we actually considered putting some flat areas in, and maybe we will, but I don't know. I'm more worried about some other things right now, but I appreciate you liking the map. Hey WP, I actually haven't had a chance to put it on a server yet, so I appreciate you guys testing it out on the server, making sure it's gonna work and all that. Joe, I honestly don't even remember, man. I'm one of those people that doesn't know a whole lot about computers. So I went to the store and said, hey, this is what I want. I want to be able to play these games on high settings, and that's what they gave me. My computer's about a year and a half, 2 years old, so I think I paid around $1,500, maybe $1,000 for it, and it's nothing spectacular. Actually, I'm gonna go over here on this side. I forgot about this. Darren, the map's gonna be released here soon, buddy. Gotta have patience, man. I'm a one-man team mostly. I've got, a couple really good guys helping, but even with their help, we've only got 2 or 3 people working on it. It's a big project. Yeah, Anders, we're actually we're trying to figure out what's causing that lag issue in the center of the map. I noticed it too sometimes on my computer, and we're definitely gonna try to figure out what's going on there. Hey, thanks, Red Devil. Jack, we are going to do an ethanol plant. There actually is one. We're probably going to add to it. And on this new version, there will actually be the ethanol plant will actually take, well, right now, currently, it only takes corn, but then it's going to actually provide distilled corn that you can feed to your cows. see how well this AI vehicle extension handles this. I'm not steering the tractor at all. We're just letting it go. WP, the lag issue for me is more towards the road coming out of the town, going up the hill. That's where I notice it the most. I don't really notice it over by the sheep farm too much. But if I'm looking towards the city, I'll notice it. But then if I'm in the city, my FPS is fine. And there are some texture issues in the city, but I don't think they're the ones that are causing the FPS issues. Red Devil, what were the problems with those? Good thing there are no sheep in there. Hey, what's going on, Rusty? Hello, John. Hey, Red Devil, I really haven't tested the cattle, the dairy barn or farm, sorry, much. Roger Stanley's been testing it quite a bit. I'll pass it on to him and see if he's noticed it. We actually were thinking about changing the bunkers to a different type of layout, more of an open layout instead of the skinny long ones. Darren, the map always will be posted to my Facebook page. You know, obviously people are going to post it on other sites and I can't control that, but the ones that I'll be providing support for and updates for are going to be the ones on my Facebook page. So you know, if you want the actual releases that I can, you know, kind of help you out with, that's where you're going to need to get them. Anders, thanks, man, and I hope so too. You know, we're just trying to build the community back up and get people to respect each other and help each other out. And so far, I've got to say, you know, there's some bad apples in this community, but there are also a lot of really good people that are willing to help and willing to make the map better. So, you know, it's kind of one of those things where the majority of people that support, you know, good projects like this, they're usually quiet. They don't get out there and make their opinions known. It's always the people that, you know, we really shouldn't even listen to. They're the loud, vocal ones that complain about stupid things. And I'm even guilty of that sometimes, where I forget that, you know, there's people like that out there. And I just need to let it, you know, slide off my shoulders and just move on and keep working on the map. Tracy, right now I've got them set out to 9 days. On this new version, I like the fact that you can set them out longer, and I might, like when I actually play the game, I might set them out longer. But right now I'm just testing, so usually I keep them kind of low. Jack, thanks, man. I really am new to this, and you'll notice in certain things I make mistakes, and I don't really know what I'm doing half the time. I've learned a lot in the last couple months, and I'm way better now than I was. But I'm not doing this full time. I have a full-time job, I have a family, I have things that I have to worry about, and I have to be able to pay bills and whatnot. So this is just kind of a hobby for me. And I'm getting better at it, but by no means am I an expert. Darren, I've only removed maybe 2 or 3 people from my Facebook, and they were causing some serious problems. So if you were one of them, then that would be why. And if you're not one of them, then you shouldn't be removed from my Facebook. So hopefully you guys can see that terrain angles are working for the most part. There's a little spots here and there that it doesn't work correctly, but I think that might also be the plow that I'm using. Yeah, WP, anytime anybody enjoys making other people's lives, I wouldn't say hell, but just, anytime someone likes to get involved in that stuff, I agree with you, man. They have no life, and I have no room for them. I'm here to make a map for the good people in the community that appreciate it, and the people that, are not part of that, they can mind their own business, hang out with their own people, for all I care. Alrighty, we got that field done. I'm going to check on this other guy because I have him running this new AI. Well, not new, but yep, he's still going to town on this one. So if you guys are having problems with AI on your map, especially this map, try this AI vehicle extension version 1. It's awesome. They know how to follow the fields and all that good stuff. So Tracy, there's 64 channels for the train angles. Anders, the plan for the map really, we're working on the last little bits and pieces here to get version 3 done, and to be honest, once version 3 is out, there's not a whole lot more that I want to do to it, besides maybe adding some factory scripts. But even then, I've never really been big on those in the game. I know some people really love them, but I'm more about farming and logging, and not making Campbell's soup and stuff. Not that it's not impressive, that the guys that do create those maps, I would have no clue how to do it. But there will be distiller's corn, things like that, where you can feed the cows, the byproduct of ethanol. There will be a logging sawmill that works very well, and it's actually an American version. What else? We will have some different crops that are added, like in this one right now that I'm testing. There's some new crops. I'm trying to think what else. We will have the placeable bin pack. It will actually be set up so we'll have an American style seed and fertilizer bin, and also fuel cans and things. So this AI thing is not gonna like this one. I'm gonna move them over a little bit. Okay, so you'll have your fuelable seeds and fertilizers and fuel at your farm. So you'll actually have to go to town and buy fuel and bring it up to the farm and store it in your fuel barrels and things like that, just to add some realism to it. WP, we will definitely stick to farming as much as we can. However, I actually do kind of enjoy logging at times. So I added a little bit of logging to the map, not much. It's not going to be enough to take away from the farming aspect of it. And also, we might come up with a logging only map here later. Darren, within the next couple days, man, there'll be a version 2.1. It won't be version 3 yet, but it'll have the fixes that we noticed were wrong with version 2. AF, definitely we want to work on some anhydrous stuff, so we will have some refill points for that, hopefully. So again, guys, I'm not steering or anything. The AI vehicle extension is doing all this for me. I'm just testing it, making sure it's working. Andrews, yeah, no problem, man. Hopefully I answered enough. I didn't really tell you much, but there will definitely be some improvements. And, you know, if anybody has some good ideas, I'm always willing to listen and try to implement something else. Hey, Farmer, thanks, man. Carolina, yeah, the version 2.1 will have the new crops and terrain angles. Case, the crops that we've added right now are mostly just the multi-fruit crops: oat, rye, barley. What else? So we've got chick-to-cow, spelt, milo, oat, and I can't remember. Is barley in the normal game? I don't remember. Actually, Ian from the guy that created Parker's Prairie, he did all of the crops for us. Red Devil, yeah, we are. This version, actually, I'll show you here on the cow map. If you can look right down here, we've got wet distiller corn put in. So you'll be able to feed this to your cows. Basically, the way we'll set it up is at the ethanol plant. When you drop corn at the ethanol plant, it will produce the distiller corn, and you can pick that up and use it as a feed. Hey Ryan, I don't use Courseplay, man, so I don't really know. I know that it does work on this map. I've had a lot of people tell me that it does, but I'm just actually trying out, and as you can see, like right now, this guy's going crazy. You'll see it here in a minute. But as far as just the AI guys, this mod does work pretty well. Every so often, you'll notice they'll, like if it's a really sharp corner, they still have problems with it, but for the most part they do very well with it. But yeah, Courseplay I've heard does work. I don't use it myself. I've never really had time to learn how to use it, so I'm sure it you know, is an awesome mod. I'm putting too much time in this map to try to learn how to do all that. Alex, the map is a 4x, but I've been told by people, and I kind of agree, that it actually feels bigger than a 4x, but it is a 4x map. Yeah, Anders, this AI vehicle extension can do that as well. That's why, like, right now I'm actually driving just to get around these sharp corners, but once you get around the sharp stuff, it actually does pretty well. It's not perfect, but it is nice to be able to, you know, trust your AIs and know that they're not going to get stuck. It's like right now I'll turn it back on and he'll take off, and I don't have to worry about him. So we'll go check on this guy. Looks like he is done. I'm actually gonna, oh there, I'm gonna speed up time a little bit. There we go. Sick of that fog. There's a little spot here he missed. Hey, homies rock, thanks, man. I know I've said it in other streams and other videos, but I can't get into a game unless it's realistic, and this is a simulator, so you know, it should actually be simulating real life. And I just think so many maps feel like you're playing like an arcade game, and so I really made this map to be as realistic as possible. That was my goal, and even if it had some lag or whatever, that was a secondary worry. The main worry was to make sure that it was realistic. Yeah, Darren, man, I would do whatever you want to do. I mean, to be honest, the other map's fine. You can play on it, but this map will get released as soon as we possibly can. This newer version. That's just part of the problem about being a beta. The community's got to understand that it's not a finished product, so there will be changes made. Sorry, I'm trying to read messages and drive at the same time. Hey Ray, the Tempty trailer. Yeah, I don't know about Courseplay. Like I was just saying, I don't really use it, so if there was an issue with that, I'm not really sure what the fix will be. There will be a train running on the tracks. Hey Ryan, thanks man. I feel the same way. I mean, it's not perfect, but for the level of detail, it runs pretty good. Runs good enough for me. Alex, I've noticed the FPS drop is actually in a certain area of the map, but the trees shouldn't be the problem. They've been toned down quite a bit. Alright, let's make sure the other guy... See, like, this is what AI vehicle extension will do sometimes. He might get... Like, this is a really sharp corner, so he got really messed up there. So sometimes on these fields that have all these little fingers, I'll go around it myself once or twice. And then turn the AI on, and they usually work. Hey, Black Fox. Well, that's good to hear, man. WP, I'm glad to hear that, because that was my goal. You know, the people that want realistic gameplay, they're going to appreciate this map. And the people that want to just drive tractors around for 10 minutes, they're probably going to hate it. Yeah, Ray, I was just kind of talking about it. I don't use Courseplay myself, so that's why I was saying I don't know what could be causing that issue. I actually don't even have the mod installed in my mod folder. I just don't use it. It's nothing personal. I just didn't want to learn how to do all the settings and everything. Yeah, Anders, I kind of agree with you, man. Ray, if you want to try this AI vehicle extension, try it out. It works pretty well. It's not perfect, but it works pretty good. Yeah, Farmer, I agree with you on that one, man. I haven't even gotten a chance to play this map a whole lot. I'm always in testing, and then I'm right back in the editor. And so I'm kind of getting excited that now we're getting further along. I can actually have a chance to play it. And I'll probably turn my seasons to 24 days and give it a go. Yeah, Ray, I appreciate it, man. I mean, I really do. A lot of people, I know there's a lot of modders in the community that get mad when people tell them that kind of stuff. I really don't. I mean, this map is way too big and detailed for me to find out everything that doesn't work. So I really appreciate when people tell me that things aren't working and that there's, you know, problems here and there. So I appreciate it, Ray. Thanks. Trevor, I'm using 1.1, the new seasons mod, which I actually prefer so much more. Like right now we're in early spring. On the old one, these trees would be like really bright green. I hated that, and I think this makes it look so much more realistic. And we will be working with other textures like the foliage, the bushes and things. We'll be working to get those to also change with the seasons. Farmer, I definitely agree, man. If you go to this area of Iowa in real life, this is how the fields are. They're not all perfect squares, so I agree, man. Ryan, I have not tried it on a server. I have tried it on the regular in-game multiplayer, and it's worked beautifully. Yeah, I'm tired of square fields too, man. Hey Bubba, welcome, I guess. I think I'm new too, so we're all new. Hi from Russia. My computer very old. Please, I need FPS. Sorry, man. I would send you a new computer if I was a millionaire, but I'm not. Hey, thanks, Sean. I can't wait to play it either. This is the most I've gotten to play it in a long time. And I'm just testing. And just so you guys know, I mean, this is only map 1. We keep saying it in all of our videos. There's going to be some more maps coming out. This is only the first one, and this is the first map I've ever made and released. Hopefully the next one and the ones after that just get better and better. So we're going to be doing some different locations, different parts of the country, and if you guys can think of any that you'd like to see, definitely shoot me a message here or shoot me a message on Facebook and let us know. Bubba, the daylight in this map is partially because of Seasons mod. Seasons mod controls some of the sun and night settings, and then we've also customized some of the settings as far as daylight and nighttime goes, and the sky textures are all custom. So these are not the in-game sky textures.